Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. Shout out to brother Gummy. Um, he has like another YouTube channel. I actually put the video that I'm talking about in the description box if you guys want to see his channel. Shout out to you, bro. I know you watch my videos and I watch your videos too. I'm still watching your video. Obviously, I think how many minutes? You know what? I don't want to check because I'm gonna risk it with this because I don't like, you know how sometimes you can record shit and you can do whatever you want, but then other times when you could record shit, you press another button and all of a sudden it's gone and you're over here like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, we're in 2025 and still stuff like that happens. That makes no sense. I should be able to press whatever I want, any app, even porn, I don't give a shit, and still fucking record with my face. I don't give a shit. Some people are like, oh, but then that means you do. No, I'm just saying as an example. Don't get butthurt. Don't get butthurt. Don't. This is coming from a Hey Uncle Bo Naga Chimera, and I think I deserve at least to a little bit to talk about that. Don't deserve to be butthurt because the people tell me that, you know, I'm not saying online. I'm saying like when you're talking to people, then you shouldn't be butthurt about it either. I understand and understand where you're coming from, but don't be too hype about it to the point that it's distracting you to what is really important. You connecting to the planet, you connecting to your higher self, and start building not just yourself, but building other shit if you can. I can understand and understand. Some of us are in in situations that right now we cannot build. I don't want to talk about my situation because there was a whole bunch of shit with my situation, and I'm in a way I'm still trying to process it, even though it happened in what I got out of it like in what January, February, March, April, May, in May, and I'm still trying to process it because I just got back to my house, so it's been like 2 months. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you should have been doing other things in those 2 months. I'm like, oh, of course you would say that. you know, you're gonna say that to a Hanyonka Bonaga Chimera. There's a lot of Hanyonkas out here. Have you noticed that a lot of Hanyonkas don't get talk shit about? I mean, we could be called out if we said something wrong. We could be called out. That's fine. I've been called out before, and that's fine. I admit that. If I am gone, I am gone, and I will look back and research and find out more about what I got wrong and what I missed. That's how I am. You know, sometimes I take my time. Sometimes, no, I'm dead serious. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I take my time. Why? Because I just want to live life. Sorry. Sometimes I just want to live through not through this system, through what I have, because I'm the co-creator of my reality. So if I can co-create my reality, I want to live through it instead of just hoping on shit that doesn't really need to be hoped about. You know? There's other shit you could pay attention to. Obviously, like if you have kids and a wife, that's different. I had no kids and a wife. I'm 32 years old. I just turned this avatar body, what we call this physical body, turned 32 not that long ago. I don't feel like I'm that age. I still feel like the same age as I was when I was a teen or when I was little. When I think about it, because watching that's the thing, guys. A lot of people escape. Shout out to Gummy, by the way, because he's pointed out in some of his videos saying that not Remedy H. I want to say that right now. No, Gummy. Again, I put his channel in the description box because I would have put that video that I discussed it there. The one that's inspired by this video. I don't know how long this video is going to be, so I'm sorry. Um, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride and break down my brain. This is how my brain is, and this is how knowledge I am to the point that look. I get with certain things. Hey, if you disagree with me, that's fine. I mean, I don't care. There's some things that I disagree with sometimes with other people, but I don't hate them about it. You know, so some of the things with Kalai. for example, he talks about the moon shit, and I'm over here like I don't agree with that because I've researched more and I've done more physically and spiritually to actually understand what the moon and the sun are. The moon is not this reptilian shit. When literally there's an article saying that the sun and the moon are tilting, and the planet is reacting to it, and it's tilting also. That's why the days are moving faster. Don't mess with me with this shit. Okay? And most people are like, yeah, but who told the moon and the sun to to change, to flip around a little bit. And I'm over here like, well, nature, and nature listened to who? Us. So technically, we did it. You know, I've been told, Chat GBT. Look, I'm Puerto Rican and Afro Salvadorian. I told the story before, and I will say it again because it's always stuck with me. I kept saying Salvadorian, Salvadorian, Salvadorian until my dad literally stopped me saying that we're not Salvadorians, and me and my sisters are like confused. And he's like, well, Afro Salvadorians, and I'm over here like, that stuck to me ever since I was a child. If you can look at my past videos and you can see I have an Afro, that's no perm, that's not fake. That's why when some people want to debate with me or be like, "Oh, this brother was fake," or "He's this and that," they look at one video and they'll be like, "I have nothing to say. I see everything. He's literally the CHUCKY. Have you seen this brother in the Astrogo? This motherfucker has Toon Force and he's a cosmic fucking being. There's no limits to him. There was no limits. The camera got fucked up right there. You see that? I don't know if that got caught in. That got fucked up. You see that? I don't know if you saw that. It was like a white orb that just happened that looked like a fucking sun that just flashed like that. I'm dead serious if you didn't see that. If that's not recorded here, oh, I'm going to be in shock. Because that shit was something. Alright? I don't have to talk more about it. All I have to say is that there's other beings out here that know me and they're like, no, they just see me alone and they're like, he's ancient. He was born when fucking Mother Cosmos, when Chaos was born. Chaos, and then she had other children around. I was there. I knew I was. No one has to tell me, oh, no, you wasn't because you're this. And I'm over here like, I don't care. I don't care what you say. Because whatever resonates with me, whatever I just saw, and I can't freaking make this shit up. I wish I could. I wish I could make this shit up, man. I wish I can. But I can't. Things just call to me. Things just like knock me in the head to be like, hey, maybe you should look at this instead of just ignoring it. And sorry, I'm tearing up because sometimes when people ignore that shit, you're losing more of yourself. I'm sorry. I'm saying that right now. Because every time you get that little thing that says that you better fucking listen, you idiot, then you have to listen. You have to listen. Your higher self is literally telling you an idiot if you don't listen. So it's to the point that you're like, you have, like, that's it. It's canon, basically. Fuck what everyone says. Not everyone can agree and disagree with everything. That is fine. That's fine. But we can all agree at one thing. We can agree in one thing. Sorry about that, guys. You know how mother is. When the spiritual mother calls to you, the physical mother wants to talk to you too. So sometimes you got to do that. I know some people have like terrible family members and shit and terrible friends. And when I hear a lot about that stuff, I'm actually grateful of what I have. I mean, my friends and family are not perfect. I'm not perfect. We're all not perfect, and that is fine. I want to say that right now. That's fine. That's fine. I don't want no one to think that just because you're not 100% perfect, that means you're flawed. The universe or Mama Tiamat sees you this type of way. No, 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 man. Everyone makes mistakes, and that's fine. That's fine. You know, the best thing to do is to learn from it and then grow from it. That's the best thing. Even if you think that, oh fuck, I have to swallow my pride and eat that shit, you're gonna have to eat that shit. You're gonna have to swallow that pill and like it. Basically. Just like when I found out that these wicked beings are still like racist, they're still putting this racist shit, especially when you look deep down at what they fucking show. I'm over here like it hasn't changed. And I thought we were over this shit. This was a long, long, long time ago when I first saw Remake video. Shout out to you, man. This was a long time ago when I first watched Ramage's video and he talked about that shit. And I'm on here like, I thought we were done with this shit. But no, we're not. No, we're not. Because I didn't look into deeply until later on. And I'm on here like, this is just some bullshit to the point that I don't. This is some bullshit that needs to be stopped. Because as a kid, when I was a kid, when I was a baby, I always wanted everyone to just come together, be peaceful. I'm not saying say kumbaya. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that get rid of the fucking problem that needs to be get rid of, and then that's it. Can all live in harmony with the planet. But no one doesn't want to. Um, I don't care what no one says. Oh, I'm smoking. Oh, I'm drinking. Oh. It's the knowledge what you have. And you don't have to. It's the knowledge that you have. And sometimes you can get knowledge from this and this. And if you disagree with me with that, um, look, I'm 32 years old. I think I'm good to finally dismantle of like be like, hey, let me give my own perspective here. I'm not saying your perspectives are gone. I'm not. I'm just saying that I'm just tapping into something that I'm all like, I'm like Avatar: The Last Airbender shit. I'm dead serious. People are different. People are different. People are different. Whatever goes to your, in a way, spiritual journey or even spiritual guidance of what you do in a way spiritually is what you do to literally increase yourself. Because literally, I can do this and meditate to the point that, guys, I will reach a level of vibration that I cannot fucking fathom. I'm gonna look at you guys like, and that's not an ego thing. I'm over here like, that's all. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Look, I don't know everything, and that is fine. But sometimes when I look at you, I'm just like, looking at sometimes videos or just like, gusting or even meditating. Then you just be like, oh, you're just out there. You're in a zombie mode. Something's gonna happen to you. Calm the F down. Please. Please. Please, please, please. Because not that long ago, I heard a sister saying, repent. I feel the most high. What? Shout out to Remy saying that. What? Get your. I'm sorry. Oh, man. I can't. No. It's ridiculous at this point. Look. again, you can disagree with me all you want. That's fine. All I want is people to keep doing what they're doing. Of paying attention to thyself, paying attention to nature. Do your sigils, please. Do your chants. Remember the H pointing out the like the like you could just be like you're just humming to yourself. Yeah, I'm on here like, oh, I thought I was the only one. No, because I've been doing that shit all my life. I'm dead serious. I've been doing that shit all my life. And that's why I got to the point that I became, like it's kind of funny with flaws and all and learning along the way, obviously. So, and we're all still learning because there's so many shit out there, guys. There's so many shit out there. There's so many planets. There's so many different universes and dimensions to the point that you can literally learn from them. And all these characters that you see on TV, it doesn't matter if they're in one universe that is probably carbon now is part of nature, basically, because they're always going to put their people in it, obviously. So you got to think about that. Hey, if they put their people in it, maybe in real life it's our people, and they just put and they're out there in the cosmos in the universe, kind of like X-Men or Fantastic Four, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not saying we're not that, but I'm just saying that how do you not know that the Marvel universe is not literally a universe in real life? The DC universe is still a universe, meaning that yes, there's a Batman and there's a Superman. There's a fucking Tom and Jerry. There's Droopy. Some of you people don't know what the hell is going on in a way because there's so many. What look? I'll say this right now. I pay attention. I barely pay attention to these movies now because there's really nothing good. Not even entertainment wise. It's just not even entertainment wise. It's just not. It's not calling. You know. It's not like, hey, you want to watch this? Not like what we saw in the Harry Potter days or Star Wars when it actually was talking about something and it called you in. Reason why it made a lot of fucking goddamn dough. I've mentioned this before. Harry Potter, the original MCU, not the original, but the one that we got, from Iron Man and all that. That MCU and let's see, Star Wars. Those three, right there. There's a reason why those become so big and so popular to the point that no one can't think about pop culture without those three medias. Why? Because that's how the planet was. All you have to do is sprinkle some, H.P. Lovecraft in there, and then that's it. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. And you got something that is like unique. This planet is so unique from other planets. That's why everyone tries to come over here. Not because of the abundance of what we have here. It's the not the spectrum. The fucking just the atmosphere. The settings in this planet when it was originally the way it was. Everyone's was like, look at this. Nothing can be any better than this. Seriously. I'm dead serious. Nothing can be better than this. And that's what's going to happen soon. Sooner or later, when this shit goes down, people are going to look at the sky and it's changed to the point that people might get scared. It should not be that color. It should not be this color. I welcome all types of colors. I don't care if it fucking looks like a freaking rainbow everywhere. I don't care if it looks like a paint that you see in Expedition 33. It's going to be everywhere. I don't care. The galaxy is full of colors, full of art, and full of beings that are willing to share it. Share that experience. Obviously, we don't show it to everybody because there's wicked beings, and that's a sad, and that's sad. I've always heard that there was a time that there was never a wicked being to begin with. And you know what? That is not 100% wrong. Some people might say that it's not because this had to be in between, and that's fine. There is. How can you know about good if you don't know bad? It's true. So you have to think that maybe we created the bad to make sure that it was that, and a lot of people thought about that too. I'm not saying I'm not saying that was an appropriate thing to do, probably because that's the thing. Everyone has their own what's it called? Their own free will. Everyone has their own free will, and when we talk about the evil, we're not talking about the wicked. Evil is something that you see probably Jason Voorhees does, or something that what Leatherface does. If you take out the cannibalism crap, you know. But if you see something wicked, then that goes to Freddy Krueger. Point blank and simple. That's my greatest example right there, Freddy Krueger. Have you seen those movies? Want to suck face, and he's like, you know, you know, everyone knows who he was, but no hardcore fans of Freddy Krueger don't want to pay attention that, oh, he actually is this. And I'm only here like he is. Oh, but that was in the original script, so that doesn't mean anything. I'm only here like, see, this is why I bring these things up sometimes in these spiritual videos or these enlightenment videos that I talk about, because you guys might not know other things, and that's fine. Hell, that's fine. There's a lot of shit around here that I don't even know. So we all have to what's it called? Help each other. There we go. We all have to help each other with this shit. I'm dead serious. Sometimes we have our bad days. Yo, sometimes we have our days. I understand that. Oh, whew. Don't get me started. Sometimes we just have our days that we just want to be shut down and just not shut down completely. Like you just want to shut down the world and you just want to pay attention to yourself and self only. You just want to be in tune to. I'm not saying to. I'm not saying abandon your family at that moment or something like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that sometimes you just need that alone time to thyself, to yourself, to just comprehend everything that you just witnessed today, but also witness what you're going through. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. And months ago, I don't think I mentioned this in a YouTube video. I already told Gummy about this, but months ago, I heard Kalai saying that, oh, someone said that, oh, our ancestors used to drink liquor and shit. He's like, I'm over here like, oh, he saw my shit, didn't he? Oh, you're gonna get this and that. Oh, well, like, I'm not saying anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not gonna say anything. But moving on, I probably should end this video. I'll end it. I'll end it. There's no reason for me to probably keep talking, but you probably know how this channel is. I'm just going to keep talking anyways. I just do that. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, maybe don't watch my channel anymore. I hate to say that. So just be careful, guys. Just be careful out there. There's a lot of things happening out there, and hearing a sister, I don't even know if she was a sister now. At this point, I'm afraid of the Most High. And if you're in that spiritual shit and you don't have the religious stuff, then you're gonna get smite by the Most High. I'm like, what the fuck am I hearing? What am I hearing? What am I hearing? Am I the am I like somehow lost here in the sauce? Or is it bullshit? Because I smell BS. Disagree with me all you want. But I've learned as a person that is supposed to be in tune to thyself is that you need to worship thyself because that's who you are. Don't forget about nature because I put her in my book here. What is it? I know it's there. It is. I put her here. You never forget the mother that came first. Obviously, you got to look at all these other sisters too. That they're the reflection of mother. So you can't be really. The thing is, I'm not even mad at my sisters. I'm disappointed at them. I am. I'm disappointed. They don't know the beautiness. They don't know what they have. And I'm all here like you have no idea. You have no idea. You want to move. You want to move shit. You can. You want to destroy shit. You can. It depends what it is. That's what we're here to tell you. Be like, oh, hold on, honey. Don't do it out of out of spite or out of like, oh, feelings. Just do it when it has to be done, like a wicked being. we uh, sorry. When I think about how women used to be, oh, sorry, sorry. I can't. It makes me blush. I can't. Uh, jeez, shit. Ooh, I'm sorry, brothers and sisters. I'm sorry. It's just, oh, oh. You talk about heat. Do you think the sun is hot? No. Fuck you. That's hot. Oh man. Seriously. It's not even out tonally, it's internally. You're like, oh yes, it's a type of fire. You brothers and sisters know, if you have kids, you know that chaos energy. Don't fuck with me. Don't act like you so mature you're not gonna laugh. Come on, laugh. You know you wanna laugh. Oh man. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm happy to laugh with you folks. I'm when I laugh like crazy, I tear up. I can't help myself, especially if it's with that. All women were beautiful, man. All women knew who they were, who they respected, and how to be badass. Oh, mm. Some other women know that, and I'm like, you got me, you have me. But that's not a lot of women out here. Hey, safe to say where I live at. I don't know about where your neck of the woods at, but that's fine. So, what I was gonna look at before I started blushing this whole thing. Oh, I can't even look at you guys right now. I can't even look at that right now. I think that yeah. There's nothing that I need to show you in that book that I haven't even showed you already, in my opinion. So I'll see you guys later. I'm sorry. That little tangent thing right there, just I'm telling you. The reason I'm so like this is because Tiamat, the planet herself, is calling. Yo, this is alright. Before I close, this is guy named Kennigan, the YouTuber named Kennigan. I'm not calling him out or anything like that. I'm just like You mean to tell me you're talking shit about the mother planet, Mother Tiamat? Oh, her name was Gaia. No, that was that's what your people gave you. Don't get me into this. How come you haven't talked about on your channel about how we are part of this planet and you haven't? How come you haven't? How come you haven't mentioned that? I know you're an orc, but how come you haven't mentioned that? I'm not gonna say you're part of a psyop or anything like that, but how come you haven't mentioned that? And then all of a sudden you're gonna put the Anunnaki brothers right next to the reptilians. They're all the reptilians. You mean the serpents are the reptilians? The Nagas compared to the reptilians that are being adrenochrome anything? There's a difference between that. And you haven't seen the difference, haven't you? And you forgot that literally, when you see literally God strike Leviathan, that's literally the story between Marduk and Tiamat. How how can you not see the comparisons? There's literally other white folks that can see that comparison, but you don't. And that says a lot. I used to watch you a lot. I used to respect you a lot until I found out more about how your kind is and how the history is, and I don't and how you are right now. Are you salty? Are you salty? It's like Gina Marie and COVID. Are you salty? Why do you hate us? Why do you hate humanity? You do realize colored people are not human, right? They're part of nature. News to you, probably Canadian, but you probably already know that anyways. No, we're all part of human. We're all one. No, we're not. Oh, I could point this in the Bible. There's people that would literally destroy that shit before I could even say anything. I'm dead serious. Oh, you have hatred in your heart. No, I don't. To be honest, I'm actually calm. I'm actually cool. I'm actually like learning how the history is of this planet, and I'm freaking disappointed that people like you don't say shit. At least with Mud Fossil University, he actually shows some shit that's part of our planet. But then he would, I mean, obviously he has other things too, but I'm not going to mention that. At least he has better content than you. Even though there's other shit that you did look. You forgot to forget. How do you not know that hey, yeah, Anunnaki are reptilians, but how do you not know the reptilians that invaded the planet with people that are probably with the Anunnaki or related to the Anunnaki, like color folk, basically, that automatically they took over and they became reptilian and they were the reptilians, which is true because you see the freaking picture in Mesopotamia along with Marduk. Marduk is with Zeus, which is what you call Jesus. Don't get at me. You change that fucking J to a Z, and it's a fucking Zeus. It's Zeus. And then you go look at, and then you look. I remember one of your videos. You look at freaking picture of a statue of Zeus. And you'd be like, oh, there's a bird right there, meaning it's one of the reptilians. And it's like, yeah, that's because his son was already taken over around that time. Of course, the son is going to take what his father has. It happens sometimes. What you learn from your father or what you learn from others is what you're going to take in the more further. It's the same thing as what you see in Star Wars with freaking Obi-Wan Kenobi or Darth Vader. Oh yeah, you guys forgot that they had they had students. You know, he had students, and they became powerful as hell. And then look, Kennedigan, the YouTuber, Kennedigan. When you're talking about they haven't bought the Antichrist and stuff like that, look, I actually agree with you with that because they haven't bought this motherfucker Marduk into the open. That is how. This is what you're talking about. But guess what? He's going to come no matter what. So stop your patience because he's going to fucking come no matter what. He's going to come no matter what. Your little Antichrist that you talk about, he is going to come no matter what. All right. So I don't know why you're saying that. Oh, he's holding back. He's holding. Of course, he's holding back. Because this motherfucker's scared right now. He knows what's going to happen to him. Oh, it. Oh, she. Whatever you want to call it. I don't give a. Who cares at this point? Whoever's pulling the strings of these motherfuckers are going to fucking goddamn end. Even if it's like a whole bunch of freaking other wicked beings behind Marduk or other people besides Marduk. It doesn't fucking matter. Okay? I think you already know that. It doesn't fucking matter. And then if you look at one of my previous videos of me with my dragon eyes, you're gonna say I'm a reptilian. Oh, I harness children. What the hell's wrong with you? What the fuck? No, what the that hurts, bro. That should I ever say, bro? No, that fucking hurts because that's so fucking disrespectful. Basically saying that yeah, if you're a dragon, you're also a reptilian. You don't give a shit or remorse about even your own kind. What the fuck? We were loving, caring, and all of that shit. You just don't think that because your own kind is like that deep down. It's sad. I didn't want to call you out, Canadian. I didn't. But I've been seeing your videos lately, and I'm like, there's more to the story, and you're not telling it. And they want to be part of this religious stuff. Even though when you look back at religion, it was created by these wicked beings that invaded the planet. And you think it hasn't. Yes, it has. That tells me alone you don't know shit. And you can't convince me otherwise. You can't. You can't. So you mean to tell me a whole bunch of invaders just coming to the planet and decided not to make a fucking goddamn book to think that, we can make something that everyone just believes in and they can believe it? Oh, but there were, now you want to make excuses now. Oh, they have to follow this and that. We all know that bullshit. They have to follow the cosmic law. We know that bullshit already. Stop freaking, at that point, stop insulting my intelligence. Been knowing that shit. I've been knowing that shit since 2012. Tell me something else. And that was a time when I wasn't even that deep as the way I am right now. You're in too deep. You have to get out. Get out of what? Get out of like or doing Tai Chi, writing sigils down, being like, You want me to get out of that? And then some of you people that will probably look at his video will probably say, oh, part of his video not my subscribers, will probably think that, oh, that is the fake spirituality. And I'm going to be like, I'm going to, yeah, that's the fake spirituality. Going inside yourself, and knowing more deeper about yourself to the point that you start tearing up. You know why you start tearing up? Because all of that bullshit comes out of you. And then you start learning other stuff also. That also makes you tear up and cry because you realize how beautiful this world is. But I'm done. I can't talk about this guy anymore because I would rant even more. It's not even a respective way, but I already know how his species is. So what do I expect?